Hello and welcome to episode 78 of Beyond the Finish Line, the podcast for runners of every pace, every distance and every goal. We are your hosts, Matt and Georgia, and today we are talking all things Sydney Marathon, plus a massive catch-up on Matt's big backyard ultra that he just finished. I'm just coming back from having a baby. We have so much to talk about, but first, before we get into that, Matt, how are you going?
Georgia, I'm so glad you did the intro because I've done the TPP pod the last couple of weeks and we don't have an intro. So I would have forgot about our tagline 100%. As you said, I was like, oh, fuck, I forgot about that. And my second complaint is that you led with my backyard ultra, whereas you had a baby. Like, if we're ranking things that we need to catch up on, my backyard ultra is down the list.
Well, it's in my eyes. I'm
give
like,
the
that's
people
amazing.
what they want. Give the people what they want. They don't care.
Yeah. No, I still want to hear all about your backyard ultra. Sorry, but yes, I did have a baby, and it's been 4 weeks. It's a month today, so
yeah,
it's been a while. So it's a good day to be.
And that means it's been a month today since we recorded last.
Yeah, pretty much, because we recorded
right before you went to the hospital.
Yeah. Just priorities, guys, doing things for you.
That's it.
I know. So yes, that. But yeah, feel free. We can talk about it. I'm happy. I'm an open book. But yeah, I don't know. What should we lead with?
Well, probably the baby. Like
that old chestnut.
I know everyone's been waiting for like a year and a half for this thing, and then now it's here. You've been talking about getting pregnant, then you got pregnant, then we went through the pregnancy, and then you're like, do you guys even want to hear about it? It's like you forced it down our throat since Sydney Marathon last year. We need to hear about it.
Oh, that's so funny and so true, because I really did. You guys have been on the journey with me the entire time.
Even the pre-pregnancy talks, you're like, after Sydney Marathon, I'm getting pregnant. And I was like, okay, like, we don't need, but why are we talking about this? And
Matt's so over it. He's like, thank God the baby's here. We can stop talking about it.
Well, now I've got to focus on making Millie an Olympian. Like, that's my next goal.
I know. That has been the joke between you and I, is that she's the next Olympian or she's a triathlete.
I've been bike shopping.
Little mini tricycles.
Yeah, mate, I'm all over it.
Yeah, God, where do I start? Last time we spoke, I was a bit coy about what was going on, but yes, it was the kind of day I was going in to have Millie, and I was booked in for an elective cesarean. So, I didn't really want to say that at the time because it's not taboo, I guess, but it's a bit of a funny topic to talk about with people. Some people like talking about it, some people don't. It's the whole like, oh, I gave birth naturally versus the cesarean thing. So I just wanted to wait till I'd had her before I kind of mentioned that. So
Why is it a thing? Like, is this like one of those moral things where it's like I did it naturally versus assisted?
Yeah, true. Yeah, I think some people.
Is that the sort of the ego trip or the moral high ground people take? I'm not saying one's right or wrong. I'm just like, no. Is that sort of the stigma around it?
I think a lot of women really want to give birth. I'm going to say quote unquote naturally. I don't like technically it's called vaginally, but we don't need to be saying that on the podcast 10 times. Fair. So just for the sake of Matt's sanity and awkwardness, I'm just going to say naturally. But yeah, I think a lot of women really want to give birth a certain way, and they have a very set idea in their mind of what it's going to look like, what it's going to be like, the whole experience. Thankfully for me, I never really had that in my mind. I was kind of just like, I just want to have a baby. I want to have them, whoever they are, he or she, have them safely. And so in my mind, I was just like, whatever, however the baby comes. But some women definitely really want to try that whole like primal, this is what I was built for kind of thing, and power to them. Sure. Love that. But yeah, just not something I really worried about too much. But yeah, mine was an elective cesarean. So there's two different types of cesareans. You've got an elective, which is booked in. You have it pre-planned, your date locked in. And then you also have an emergency cesarean, which is any other cesarean. So that could literally be like, on the day.
Something's gone wrong.
Yeah, and it doesn't necessarily have to be like traumatic. It could also just be like on the day, the baby's breech, you're just kind of like, oh, this is going to be safer. Let's just go and have a cesarean. And like that's considered an emergency. Or there's full-blown emergency where like, we need to get you into theatre right now. Something's going wrong.
Yeah.
this is for the sake of you and the baby. So there's a lot of like stuff around it. There's a lot of trauma around cesareans for a lot of people. So thankfully, none of that for me. But yeah, we were booked in. So we had the date, had the 21st locked in. We didn't choose that. My OB chose the date. She was like, this is the date I can do it. I was like, great, that's her birthday. So, which is cool. I didn't want to choose. I was kind of just like, I feel it's a bit weird picking someone's birthday based on a number or something like that. We kind of just that day got up and had breakfast and went to the hospital to have a baby, which is
Recorded
so
the
weird.
podcast.
Recorded the podcast and went and had a baby, which is wild. What a weird experience. Just rocking up to hospital like, hey guys, I'm here to have a baby.
You just leave with an extra human.
Yeah.
Wild.
And you truly just leave with a human. There's no like, okay, like here's a manual of what to do. It's
just like, just go away. Here you go. That's what I was like, is like that weird like adult moment where you're like, oh shit, I've got to like pay rent and pay bills. And now it's like, I've got to like keep this thing alive.
It's exactly like that. And like we were in hospital for 6 days. We ended up staying an extra day just because I wasn't quite ready to go home. And thankfully, with our incredible healthcare system, and we went privately, so I had that option. I spoke to my OB and I just said, look, mentally, I'm not ready to go home. I can't do this. This is too much. And she was like, yep, not a problem. Let's stay another day. I'll come back in. We'll have like the consultant come in and we can, have a chat and all that kind of stuff. So thankfully I could do that. But literally you go through 6 days in this hospital where you have a green button where you can press for the midwife to come and you're literally just
I thought you were going to say morphine. I was like, fuck yeah, let's roll.
No, I wish. No, you could, well, technically, I mean, I press the green button. I'd be like, can I have some more drugs? And she'd come and bring in some stronger pain meds. But you have someone on call the whole time you're there. And then they just literally the day of, they're like, okay, well, 10 a.m. you need to leave now. And you basically.
It's a hotel.
It's a hotel.
Got to turn the bed down.
Literally. There's a
Breakfast
thing on the
closes
board.
at 9, out by 10.
There's a thing on the board that's like, checkout is at 10 a.m. and you literally just have to get out. And we were like running around like mad chooks trying to like get our shit together because we had so much crap everywhere. And I'm like holding this baby being like, what the fuck do we do? And they're all just like, see ya. Good luck.
It's what I still think, like, I obviously know there's no way you can police it, but like that there is no checklist to be like, are you suited to be a parent? Like, do you know what the fuck's going on? It's like you just rock up and you leave with, like I said, leave with an extra human. They're like, will you work it out? And like,
yeah.
Right.
You work it out. Like, there's no like, do you have X, Y, and Z? They didn't even check the car seat. Like, I thought it was this whole thing to be like, you need to make sure the car seat's been installed correctly. We will make sure the baby's in the car seat correctly. None of that. They literally, I had her in my arms and they were like, bye.
Out the door. See you later.
So it's wild to me that, no one gets checked for anything. I mean, in the hospital, I'm sure they're doing their little checks in the background, but there's no like, do you have enough stuff at home to look after this child? But we got home and I think we did like 10 Amazon orders because we were like, shit, we need this, we need that. So nothing truly prepares you for that moment where they just kick you out of the hospital and you've just got to fend for yourself.
Yeah, I imagine it's one of those things like all the planning in the world and then the second you get home, you're like, we're not suited for this. Like, we need fucking everything. Everything we planned is just a waste.
Yep. And just things that you didn't even realize. I was like, oh my God, I don't have a thermometer. So I had to get that. And then it was like, I don't have the correct like sleep suit for her to sleep in because it's colder than I thought it was going to be. And then it's just so many things you had to order on Amazon. And then, in the hospital with the lactation consultant, she was like, I need you to, use this sort of bottle because I want you to do X, Y, Z when you get home. And so that was a whole thing because then I didn't have the correct bottles, had to buy bottles and like a sterilizer. And I was like, far out. It's like $500 worth of stuff the minute you get home. So anyway, it's a thing. But anyway, we're here. I survived a month in.
And what has the first month been like? Like everything you thought it would be different? Like
someone asked me this the other day and I was like, I don't know how to answer that actually, I've had time to think about it. It is every bit what I thought it was going to be and every bit different, which is such a contradicting thing to say. Like I was a nanny for 3 years full time and I kind of understood what it was like, but nothing really prepares you for when 4 p.m. comes around and you're like, oh my God, like it's another night of no sleep. And it's like, before if I got 6 or 7 hours I was like of sleep, I'd be like, wow, I'm wrecked. Like, geez, it's a tough day. Like, I'm in the office, I'm having 3 coffees, I'm like barely surviving. And 2 nights ago, I literally had less than 2 hours of sleep, and I was like, okay, well, kick on. This baby needs to survive. Like, I've got to feed them. It's not like, I could just be like, oh, someone else take her for the day. Like, she's relying on me, and because she's breastfed, there's nothing else. It's just, it's me. I can't even give her to Nick and be like, I'm just going to have a 3-hour nap. So yeah, it's been a lot harder than I thought. It's tricky, and it's, I didn't think it'd be so hard when she cries. Like, my whole body just feels like it's in fight or flight when she cries, which is that whole, maternal thing, and I can't help that's my hormones. And yeah, like the hormones are crazy. You just cry about absolutely everything and absolutely nothing at the same time. But, navigating it, I think after a month now is slowly getting into the groove of things. Like, our parents have now kind of left. Like, my mum has just been here for 4 days helping us out. And that's been fantastic because you've got an extra set of hands to like give the baby to. And like, if Millie's not settled, I can just give her Millie and be like, can you just like, you hold her for a minute while I can step away and have a minute to just kind of compose myself. But yeah, like, she's a baby. She's amazing. It's just all the little things, and she looks at you like, holy crap, I made that. This little baby is just all mine, which is crazy. So yeah, it's everything and nothing that I expected, which is, it's good and it's bad.
Yeah. Based on the baby photos, does it look like you or Nick more?
Millie looks very much like Nick, which is very upsetting as someone who had to go through.
I've heard that daughters look like the dad until they like start to grow up, and it's like vice versa. Like, a lot of boys will have like their mother's facial characteristics, and as they get older, it changes.
Yeah, it's funny. I have heard that it's like the daughter looks like the dad, so the dad bonds with it in some like, medieval kind of like back in the day kind of thing.
Yeah.
She very much looks like Nick. She has my chin though, so I'm taking that. But
Okay.
and she has my hair, but it's yeah, it's one of those things I was just like, are you for real? I had you for 9 months in my stomach. I went through childbirth and you look like your dad. So that was, and everyone keeps going like, oh my God, she's so much like Nick. And I'm like, just lie and tell me that she looks like me, please. But no, it was a bit of a shock when she came out with like dark hair like me. Cause I was born with really blonde hair, but then it got really dark when I got older, and Nick has auburn red hair. So we all thought she was either going to be blonde, or he or she were going to be blonde or red. And so when she came out and she had like really dark hair, we were like, wait, whose baby is this? So yeah, it was a bit of a shock for the family when all of my nephews have white hair. So she's the kind of odd one out.
I feel like it's weird that some babies are born with hair.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a weird thing.
She's just in there with hair and fingernails. Yeah. She came out super long fingernails, had to cut them like the day she was born because like they were so long.
That seems odd. I know it's not, but like it just does.
Anyone who's seen Juno will know that there's a line in the movie Juno that's like, babies have fingernails. And as soon as she was born, all I could think of was like the fingernails. I was like, oh God. So yeah, it's super weird. Like they just kind of all these different things, and they come out and you're like, wow, like, and eyelashes, like her eyelashes are so long, which is crazy. But yeah, it's a wild experience. The cesarean definitely wasn't what I expected. It and I'll go more in depth on my own personal page about it, just because I don't want to like bore you with the details. But it yeah, I got really sick in the cesarean, in the surgery. So
are you not put under? Like no. Completely under? I know, like it's like, I know they put like the curtain thing up, but yeah. So you're still awake.
Yeah. Okay. So you go and get what's called like a spinal block. So it's like an epidural, but basically it numbs you from the chest down. And so I didn't realize this, but you can still feel things. You just can't feel pain. So they put ice on you and you can feel the touch of the ice, but you can't feel the pain of the cold. And so they put the spinal block in, and then they kind of roll you around on the bed to kind of make it disperse around your body, which is such a weird experience. And then your whole body just goes numb and you're like, this is odd. Like when you sleep on your arm and your arm is like,
I was just going to ask you, it's like, can you like wiggle your fingers or anything, or is it just like fucking limp?
Arms you could, like I could move my arms, but from basically my armpits downwards, couldn't move a thing. And then they wheel you in to the theater and they transfer you to the bed and you're completely awake. But it's like being on a roller coaster when they move you because your whole body is like as you get put on the new bed. And yeah, you just can't feel, but you feel all the tugging. So they cut through 7 layers of tissue and fat and like your body to get to the baby. And the entire time, like you don't feel pain, but you feel tugging. So I felt really nauseous, like car sick. So the whole
makes you feel any better. You just telling me that I feel kind of car sick. I'm like, that's not for me. Like, no.
Honestly, everyone was like, oh, an elective, it's so dreamy. You go in, it's so beautiful, such a great experience. And I went in and literally the entire surgery, I was vomiting and I was so unwell. It was horrific. Yeah. And long story short, I lost 1.5 liters of blood and ended up in recovery for a lot longer than we thought. And so it was not what I expected, but I was fine. Like it was not a huge deal. My doctor's incredible. But definitely not the sunshine and rainbows that I thought it was going to be. But yeah, it awake the entire surgery. So you feel it all happening, just no pain.
Yeah, I'm not about it.
So yeah, it is next time anyone says, oh, a cesarean's the easy way out, it's definitely not, because it was pretty brutal. But birth is just a crazy wild experience for
everyone.
Yeah,
there's no easy way to fucking go through it, whether it's natural or cesarean. Like there's no, you're removing a fucking human from you one way or another. Like it's not an easy process.
No, and they as you're in the surgery, they kind of drop the curtain and they go like, oh, you can look now if you want. You can see the baby's head like just poking out of my stomach. And I was like, oh, that's weird. And I just laid back because I wasn't feeling well. And Nick got to be the one to say like,
you're just throwing up and they're like, oh yeah, can just come have a fucking look at this. You're like, bruh, this is not helpful.
And to make matters worse, oh God, I'm really going to turn people off having a baby here. To make matters worse, the spinal block gave me like severe shakes. So my entire body was like shaking. Like, I don't know how to explain the level of shaking, but if you're so freezing cold that you're like,
your bones are rattling.
Yeah, bones are rattling. I was doing that for like 2 hours and they're trying to like put towels on me to warm me up, but then I'm like, get this shit off me. Like, I don't want shit around my neck. And then, they put Millie on me, which I wanted, but then I was shaking so much that I was like, I'm going to drop her. Like, she's slippery. Like, I'm going to drop this baby. So take her. So yeah, it was just, it's such a crazy experience. So, look, not going to put anyone off it. It doesn't always end up like that. Sometimes it can be wildly magical, like some people have, but yeah, mine was just a little bit offbeat.
I mean, I don't think it's going to put anyone off having a kid. They know that's part of it.
Yeah, and look, to be honest, I think it's good to know the sides that, you don't want to go in and be shocked and be like, oh my God, this is so different to what I thought. It's just, it's pretty full on. You have to remind yourself it is a major, major surgery. And then you have the baby, they give you the baby, and then you're in your room and you're like, I've got to look after this baby, but I'm recovering from a major surgery. And so, the first night I didn't sleep at all and I was hooked up to all these machines because of all the blood that I'd lost. And she's just crying and the nurse is coming in trying to hand her to me. And I just said to Nick, you sleep and I'll work it out tonight because, like, what's he going to do? He can't do anything. So, yes, wild experience. But here we are 1 month in and Millie is just thriving now. So I think, she's not just thriving, but she's thriving, but we're just thriving.
Yeah.
It's, been an experience.
And Nick, how's he taken to being a dad?
He's amazing. You just never know what someone's going to be like, right? You don't know if they're going to take to it or if they're going to find it really difficult.
Nick reeks of dad to me. He's got dad energy.
He does. All about, like, my girlfriend said that they were like, he's just born to be a dad, and he truly, truly is. He's been phenomenal. He has just absolutely taken to it like a duck to water. He knows exactly what to do. He's really been there for me emotionally because, the hormones are just absolutely crazy. And so when I'm losing my mind and like sobbing about something, he's just like, it's okay, you're okay. This is temporary. Like, and he's just, every morning he gets up, he makes me a coffee, he cleans the kitchen, he's like putting loads of washing on and stuff just because, I'm still recovering. And if I'm breastfeeding, I'm kind of trapped to the couch, or if she's asleep on me or something. So, but he's good. He's currently taking Millie out for a walk because it's not as easy anymore just to jump on and record an episode. We had to fully go, okay, if, we record at 3:30, I need to make sure I start feeding her at like 2:45 so that she's done and he can take her for a walk and she'll sleep. And so, he's out taking her for a walk right now, which is just amazing. So,
Lovely.
yeah, that's kind of, I feel like that's everything. I've missed a million things, but
That's the guts of it. We'll as things come up, Millie's going to be part of our life for as long as this podcast exists. So
I know. And next we'll be talking about her, her first race and.
yeah. No, I've already got organising the race calendar. Don't laugh.
The minute like I had Millie, Matt was like, right, I'm looking at bikes. So we're going to sign her up. She's going to be an Olympian.
Yeah.
Nah, Matt was amazing, guys. He messaged me straight away and just checking in, saying like if you guys need anything and making sure I was okay. And so I felt very supported by, obviously not only you, Matt, but the whole community. Everyone's been messaging me. So I just want to say thank you so much for that. And yeah.
Wait till you see what we've got, Millie. Unfortunately, it's not going to be ready for when we see you in Sydney, but we've got some gear.
Oh, yes. How cute.
Yeah.
I love it. I love everything.
Also, baby stuff, super expensive.
Oh, my God. Don't get me started.
Expensive.
It's wild. It's like the smallest thing, and they're like $50. And I'm like, sorry?
Yeah.
Like these little sleep suits that you have to sleep in. It's like a miniature sleeping bag and they're like $70 each. And you can't just have one because like last night, literally I'd washed it, cleaned it, put it on her. And within 5 minutes, she spewed all over herself. And I was like,
Lovely.
Cool. So she's got nothing to sleep in now. So I had to buy another one. And it's like, anyway, so expensive. So yes, thank you. Appreciate it.
And also, what size are babies? Because like Meg and I were just like, Meg, who does ops for us, she was helping me organize this thing. And we were like, we don't know, let's just order 3 different sizes because we didn't know what size she was.
She's set up for the next year.
Well, that was my thing. I was like, even if the smallest one doesn't fit her, she's got like the next 2. So.
Yeah. Well, that's funny because like I thought through all of our scans, they kind of say, oh, the baby's looking like they're this big and blah, blah, blah. And through our scans, she was growing quite well. And so they were like, look, she's 94th percentile for her, like, kind of her body. And we were like, okay, great, whatever. Like, she's on the bigger scale. That's fine. Healthy baby. Love it. Came out tiny and none of the clothes fit her that I had packed. And everyone was like, oh, you're not going to need these tiny, tiny clothes because she'll be, just in newborn clothes. But she's still in pre-newborn clothes, which is what they call 5-0. And so baby clothes go either in zeros or like by months. And so at the moment she's like in big newborn clothes, which is just crazy. But then in a month's time, nothing will fit her. And I've bought like, there's like 10 onesies that are probably $15 each and then none of them will fit her. It's just, it's a never ending money pit.
Yeah. I can only imagine like how frustrating, I can only imagine how difficult it is for parents too. Like you say you buy 10 onesies, like $150 in onesies, it lasts a month and it's like, oh, we got upsize.
Yeah. And like some people buy really bougie onesies. Like I'm buying Target onesies and we were given like some Bonds ones, which you can get pretty cheap. Only because I just know how quickly they grow out of stuff. I'm like, I'm not investing in these really like organic onesies because I'm like, she's literally going to be in them for a week. And, even like my mum had to go out and buy her some tiny clothes to fit in just for after the hospital and they fit her for 2 weeks and now she's out of them. And I was like, I feel so bad because she went and spent this money, but now she doesn't fit it. So yeah, you just have to gift stuff on to people and be like, here you go, you use it now. So, but yes, long story short, she's in newborn clothes, which is like, I don't even know, 4 zeros, but depends on the
maybe
size.
Maybe she get all of the sizes out of what we ordered. That'd be sick. That means I'm covered for birthdays until next year. Thanks for coming. Birthday, Christmas, I'm sorted.
Uncle Coach Matt has got her sorted.
Coach Matt, that's a fucking mouthful. Jesus Christ.
I know, everyone in our life is like Uncle this or
I saw you posted
that.
Your stories and it was just Uncle Arnie, like for like all these people. I was like, I don't think they're actually an uncle. Yeah.
No, well, look, Millie does have 3 actual uncles and then, we've got Coach Anthony, who works at TBP, who's actually a friend of mine and Nick's, and he's Uncle Ant, and everyone is. You just, it makes people feel good when you call them like auntie or uncle, and they know that they're special. And look, I don't know about you, but most people are like, oh, cute.
No, she will call me Coach Matt.
She'll go, Coach, yes, sir.
She's going to the Olympics.
Her first words will be, Coach Matt.
Zone 2, aerobic engine. I'll accept any of those.
She'll come on the podcast and be like, what am I doing next week?
Yeah, that'll be an awesome podcast series, how Matt turned a newborn into an Olympian.
Yeah.
We'll document 16
Long-term
years of
goal
training.
over 16 years.
Yeah.
I love it. But yeah, enough about me. That has been my life the past month. So no point doing highs and lows. My high is that I have a beautiful baby, and low is I'm sleep deprived. Absolute fuck. So anyway, how are you? Tell me about this bloody backyard ultra that you randomly signed up for.
Oh, fucking... We do it every year, and this year I was like, I am not doing it. Like, I'm sick of it. I fucking hate it. Like, it's a tough as fuck course. I feel like this is so like not exciting after the conversation we've just had, but
no, it's exciting. I'm excited to hear about something other than babies.
Yeah. Anyway, like Sam's brother, he just peer pressures me into all these fucking events. And Brenton,
the
if you
same
listen
brother
to this,
guys that peer pressured Matt into doing the one of the
Richie
UTA.
Didge Ultra,
Richie Didge,
yeah.
sorry, yeah.
yeah, that motherfucker.
He's a bad influence on you.
The thing is, like, he just messages me like the week of. He's like, "We doing this?" And I'm like, "All right." Like that's the conversation. It's not even peer pressure. He just asks, and I just go, "Yes." Like,
you're a sucker.
I just like, I'm not going to be a bitch. But anyway, I wasn't going to do it, but then Sam organized the team with the girls, and I'm like, well, I'm not just going to fucking sit around in the swag all night while she's running, and I'm doing nothing. So I was like,
what,
fine,
you
I'll
mean
do it.
You don't want to crew Sam, as she always crews for you?
No, well, because also I knew Sam wouldn't run all the way through the night. Like she did, the girls would like run till like midnight and then get up in the morning and then run. Whereas like the boys, we run all the way through. Mostly because like the girls haven't had a lot of experience night running, and it's some of the areas are pretty technical. So like if you don't have your eyesight in, it can get a little bit sketchy.
I saw your video when you were, I was up feeding and you were running at 4 a.m. And I was like, holy crap, it's so dark. I don't know how do you prepare for that? Because like, it's not like you're going out on the trails at night to train, are you?
No, like, weirdly, I actually find night running, I know some people really need to train and hone it in, and maybe I'm just, actually, I was going to say maybe I'm a little bit younger and my eyes are like haven't deteriorated yet, but like, some of the people I train with, some of the people I know are younger than me and they struggle. Maybe I've just always found it really easy. Like I just turn my head torch on and just run. Like, it's very, night running is actually very, very simple because you can only see what the torch is lighting up.
Yeah.
So you can only really see like a meter or two in front of you. So you can't really, as long as you're focused on that, nothing can really go wrong.
But what if like a tree just pops up out of nowhere and you just run into it? That's what I would be worried about.
Well, I mean, it's not like you got like, it's not like there's like blackout blinds and you can't see anything. Like you can still see trees 10, 15 meters ahead in the middle of the night. Like think about it, like if you were in Centennial Park and like you would look across the field, you could see like the football post or something at 2:00 in the morning.
Yeah. And I guess your eyes adjust, right?
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's maybe base. Like if you get up in the house in the middle of the night and you're walking, like you could see like where the sink is or the lounge or whatever. Like, so you can still see, but you just can't see in detail. But like I find like night running, like you're only really focused on this little pocket that the head torch is on. It's very peaceful. It's very meditative.
Yeah, I can see that. I feel that with driving at night. I really like driving at night. Yeah. Okay. Oh, cool. And so how does it work? How does this backyard ultra work? How many were in your team? How far is it? Talk us through it.
Yeah, so team of 4, 7-kilometer loops, 300-ish meters of climbing per loop. So for context, the same amount of elevation.
Sydney Marathon.
Sydney Marathon, yep. Over a 7K loop. So that's like, it's fucking punchy. And it pretty much comes in 3 climbs as well. So like they're gnarly. Rules are 1 team lap where every member of the team goes together, and then one person must be running at all times, and that's basically it. And you just go for as many laps as possible for 24 hours.
1 team lap, so as in you all run at the same time?
Yeah.
And then you have to run another lap? Or is it
And
just
then
one lap at the start and then you run singly?
you can pick whenever you want to do your team lap.
Okay.
You just must complete one team lap.
Oh, okay. It's not like it's a team lap, then 4 people run, then a team lap. It's just
No.
one. Okay.
No,
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
just one team lap. Yeah, and I mean, I hadn't done any trail running since UTA, and I did 50Ks. So I was pretty happy with that. Fucking Adam ran 10 laps. He was a bit of a savage. He just got in the mood and got after it. So he did nearly
Yeah.
70Ks. We lost Brenton at 35Ks. He had a bit of an Achilles injury going in. And then other Matt ran 56, I think. So, like, we did all right. I think we did 200Ks or something as a team, which was cool.
Oh, cool. Okay. So, like, you don't necessarily have to take it in the same order. Like, you could say, oh, I'm going to do 2 laps back to back.
Yeah, for sure. And, like, there was so the really strategic teams, like there are a couple of teams that go there, like that's their A race of the year. They bring a 6-man team and they run 2 laps at a time. So they'll run the 14Ks and then they fucking full send it, like phenomenal runners, phenomenal trail runners, but they full send those 14Ks and then they don't have to run again for like 6 hours, 8 hours.
Yeah, I feel like that is a good strategy because,
Yeah.
more time to recover. 14's not horrendous. It is a lot of elevation, obviously, but yeah.
But for those guys too, like they can basically sprint 14Ks through that. So like, for example, my fastest lap was 49 minutes. Their average pace across the whole team was 38 minutes.
Wow.
So like they're running at 11 minutes quicker per lap, and that's across 6 people. I think they set the course record to at 33 minutes for 1 lap.
God.
So like just animals.
And what is the difference? I guess the only difference between that and just like a regular backyard ultra is like one person does that where they have to finish the 7K within a certain time, or is that a different race?
No, so backyard ultra is 6.7 kilometer loop technically, and it's every hour on the hour, and there's not normally any elevation. It's normally a flat track. So this is backyard ultra style, the one that we did. But it is because they also do like 24 hours unbroken, 12 hours unbroken solo races. But yeah, a backyard ultra, the one that's super famous and popular at the moment, is 6.7 every hour on the hour until the last man is standing.
And is Backyard Ultra the brand like Ironman is the brand?
No, Backyard Ultra is the format where it's just
Okay.
a 6.7 kilometer loop.
Okay. I was trying to like wrap my head around all the logistics because, yeah, you're right. It is very popular at the moment. I'm seeing a lot. I think there's quite a few of the races happening.
There's a huge one on in Germany at the moment that's just like taken over Instagram. If you have any sort of running content on your Instagram and your algorithm, you would be seeing the sole Backyard Ultra.
And there's some sort of like international, like where you go and represent Australia or something?
Yeah, there's world championships, yep.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yes.
Would you ever want to do that?
Yeah, it's on the I think I could do it. It's on my list of goals for the next sort of 3 years, is maybe make the Australian team for that. But I need to get this sub 10 out of the way first. Like that sort of dictates my whole life. I've got so many other cool things like I really want to do. But like I need to get this sub 10 done.
Sub 10, UTMB, Backyard Ultra. There's quite a few things on your list.
Yeah, I'd love to run a sub 3 hour marathon. Yeah, look, I'm probably never going to go to Kona. Like that's just reality. I'm just I am not with the new format. I need to get a lot older. I need to be like in my 40s.
Okay. Well, never say never. It's not too far away for you, right?
It's closer than I'd like it to be.
We'll never know because no one knows when Matt's birthday is.
That's true. It's top secret information. Mate, this has turned into a whole sweepstakes too. Like the people who are trying to blackmail Sam or like bribe Sam into giving up that information.
Do you know what the worst thing is there was one time where I knew the date of your birthday, but I never wrote it down, and now I've forgotten it, and I'm like, shit.
Yeah.
So, look, no one knows Matt's birthday, guys. If you can figure it out, feel free, but no one knows it.
Good luck.
Good luck. He does not tell anyone.
There'll be some cop out there who's like goes looks up my record or something.
Yeah. Something, or someone works at a hospital where you were born and they like found your records. But yes, no, we know it's a certain time of the year, and so we just kind of generally say happy birthday around that time and hope for the best. Good. All right. Anything else new with you at the moment? How's training going for the Ironman?
Good. I actually feel kind of fit at the moment, which is nice. Coming off sickness and everything.
Yes,
I
I
was a little
saw that
bit,
video.
yeah, I was a little bit concerned that just the timing of it. And I was like, I've only got 16 or 18 weeks, and I was feeling really unfit, and then just strung some consistency together and feel pretty good. I felt like I ran really well on the weekend for like 35Ks. So considering I had my longest run was 15 before that, I felt pretty good. Like everything's like in a decent spot. I'll know more in a couple of weeks, but yeah, I feel like things are ticking along. So overall, pretty happy.
Oh, good. I love that. Well, that's
Mm.
good. I can't wait to, see your training progress and see you get more confident because I feel like you haven't really had a training block for a while where you felt really good. So,
It's, to be fair, like it's been over a year. Like I got hit by the car
oh my
in
God, I forgot about that.
like I said this to someone the other day and they didn't realize, but like got hit by the car 2 days before Cairns, tore my rotator cuff. So when it did COSI, and I couldn't ride my bike or swim for any of that prep. And then UTA was an absolute shit show of a prep. And then didn't break my foot. I got the hairline fracture in my foot, as Georgia likes to point out in my comments. Like, didn't even break your foot.
You didn't reply to me, and then I felt really
No,
bad. I was like,
I did want to give you the satisfaction. I was like, fuck this bitch.
For context, guys, Matt put up a video being like all of the audio from UTA where he's like, I think I broke my foot. It's definitely broken. And so I wrote in the comments being like, you didn't even break your foot, you big sook. I reckon I wrote that at like 3 a.m. too.
Yeah.
No reply. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, jokes. That classic where like, oh, I didn't mean it. Like, don't be bad.
No, I just wanted to let you stew in it.
Yeah, simmer on that one.
Yeah. But yeah, then so was in the moon boot for a bit, then got sick. So like I really haven't trained well since, or unbroken since June last year. So it's
Wow.
like 14 months.
It's not been like a super enjoyable training like couple of years for you. And
Yeah.
as I said, I'm excited to see you rip in and like feel really good about it. I have a good feeling. And got some extra experience under your belt. So hopefully that helps, especially with that mindset stuff around the 100K that you did. Well, both at the start of the year and the end of last year. I feel like that's really going to help you rip in for the Ironman as well.
Yeah, I'm actually really interested. This is something I was saying the other day. In Ironman, like it's very similar to a marathon build, but like our long run might get to like 30, 32 kilometers and you're like, fuck, like that's a huge run week, or like, or a huge long run. And then you like get to maybe 60, 70, 80 kilometer run weeks. But coming from ultras, like 100 was my standard, and like I would do 50K long runs or like back to back 30Ks.
Yeah.
So I'm really interested to see how my perception of like long running has changed coming back to like a shorter form sport, which is we'd say being an Ironman. But it's something I am interested to see how like that 100K training has transferred over into different sports.
Yeah, especially like at the end of like doing such a big like swim and ride, it's going to feel like a breeze to you. So
I fucking hope so.
It will.
I got to run quicker than what did you run, Georgia? 350 what?
3:57, 55, I think is my technical. I got 2 finish times, so we have to go with the one that's further away.
Yeah, well, I got to run faster than that, so that shouldn't be a problem.
Shouldn't be a problem. Here we go. All right, awesome. Well, we have a couple of questions for Sydney Marathon here. I think a lot of people said that they were pretty well equipped for Sydney Marathon because of our episode from last year. So we love that. So we have a couple of quick fire questions from everyone that came through. I mean, there's probably 10 here. So there's, it's not a couple, but that's all right.
Good.
10's good. We love it. All right. We have a question here from Craig. He said, if I power up the hills to maintain my pace, will it come back and bite me later on in the race?
It depends on what we mean by power, and depends on it depends on how fit you are. So when you go up hills and you trying to keep the same pace, your effort increases. And if you are running like top of zone 3 or mid zone 3, like chances are you'll start to go over into like zone 4 over your threshold. You'll start to accumulate lactate. Now, if you are super fit and you've been practicing a lot of, say, unders and overs, zone 3 into zone 4, that won't be an issue. If you are maybe a little bit less experienced runner, I would recommend letting your pace drop, but keeping the effort the same. So if you're running at, say, a 6 out of 10, 5 out of 10, which is where you should be, like in an RPE scale for a marathon, just run up the hill at a 5 or a 6 out of 10 and let your pace drop. It'll be fine, because when you come over the other side, 5 or 6 will be significantly quicker. It won't balance out perfectly. Some hills which are steeper, you'll go slower, depends on the length of the downhill. But if we're talking about longevity over the marathon to keep it consistent, like, I think that is the best way.
Perfect answer.
What are you, gee, you've run. I haven't run Sydney Marathon. What's the athlete side of that?
Well, I mean, I think from memory, my splits were pretty even across the whole thing. So I don't feel like I had to really power up the hills at all. I feel like they're really not that bad, guys.
Yeah.
And I hate to say it, they're really not. So
I love how
really
much you've come to my side on that. You used to
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I need to train hills.
Yeah, I think a lot of overseas runners really ham up the fact that it's quite hilly. And I think, people in America and stuff aren't just used to hills that we are here in Australia. And so people are very much like, it's the hardest of all the courses. They're really not that hard, guys.
Yeah.
Yes, it is taxing because you're exhausted, but I maintained a pretty good pace across the whole thing. So I don't feel like I had to really power up any of the hills. I think you just have to really focus and make sure I was just keeping my consistent pace and not going above my heart rate. I was more concerned about my heart rate the whole time, because I know that is where I come unstuck, is when my heart rate spikes too much. So, I guess you could increase, in my eyes, I'd be like, you could increase your pace a little bit in like the flat sections to then, account for the hills where you're going a little bit slower. But if you're just trying to maintain an average pace, it'll all work out in the end if you're kind of making sure you got a bit of a buffer.
Yeah, I agree. I think either go with RPE or heart rate. That's fine.
Yeah. Haley has said, how long before the starting time should we arrive at the race? I think the guide's like 45 minutes, but really give yourself an hour. You can't have too much time. Like, I think I was there an hour before. We did some filming and stuff, but then I went in and they only let you in the gates like 45 minutes before anyway, but you can warm up outside the gates. So if you want to get there early, you can. Don't feel like it's like a hard, you have to be there at a certain time.
Yeah, and I would just look at like what my actual start time is and I'd rather have way more time than be rushing. So like, I don't know, like for my Ironman start times, I'm there 60 to 90 minutes beforehand. And like, even if I'm just sitting there having a coffee or having something to drink, and then I'll start my warm up 15 minutes after I get there, at least I know I'm there. I've got all my gear, like everything's sorted, versus, oh shit, I've got to go and get in the pen and I'm running late.
Yeah. And I'm the same. Yeah. And at least an hour, guys. I maybe I was there a bit earlier than that, but my only advice is, as soon as you get inside the gates, because you've got, obviously they check your kind of bib to get in your area, and then you go to your gate section. But as soon as you get in there, go line up for the toilets, because they can take like half an hour. So get that nervous way out of your system, and then you can go and warm up and do all that kind of stuff. All right. Question from Mads. She has advice for the hills, as I've only really been able to train on flat because of my location. Mads, don't stress. You'll be okay.
You'll be fine. Yeah. Next.
As we said for Craig's question, they're not as bad as everyone makes them out to be. Yes, they are hills. Yes, they are tough, but just,
they're just super rolly too. Like, you're not like facing like a cliff face. It's not like trail running hills. Like, not to liken it back to that, but like it's just different.
Yeah, and just remember, like, it's net downhill. So, as much as there is, it's more downhill than up. So wherever there is an uphill, there is a downhill, and the finish line has an incredible downhill. So you can absolutely send it for at least 1.5 Ks on the way down. So my only advice is just mentally prepare for Mrs. Macquarie's chair, which is at the 39K mark. It is tough because it is a bit of a steep hill, but just, if you need to slow down a little bit, just get through it. There's a water station right there on the hill. So have a big cup of water. You'll be okay.
Yeah. The only other hill I would say at least I think, to prepare for is Moore Park Road when you're coming back up to Centennial, because it's just like 2% gradient, but it goes forever. Um,
Ah.
and just like most people don't even notice it, but if you're feeling it a little bit, it can be a little bit taxing. And just know once you get around that corner, it's all downhill and flat into Centennial, and then you like have plenty of time to recover.
Yeah, that's true. And I hadn't thought about that. It is a very slight gradient. So,
Yeah.
yeah, mentally prepared. Jake has said, should I aim to stop at every aid station and walk to drink water if it's my first marathon so that I get all of the hydration in that I need?
I think that's super athlete dependent. Like, I don't think you need to stop at every aid station. I would stop it, but I'd follow your fueling strategy that you've practiced in training. And if you are worried about making sure that you get like a cup of water or a cup of electrolytes or a gel at an aid station, then like sure, stop, walk. But like you could also just like jog through and pinch the cup and you'll be fine.
Yeah, pinch the cup. I also saw something the other day. Maybe not the best idea if you haven't practiced this, which is not going against our nothing new on race day. But I did see a guy who took a mini plastic straw on his thing and he tucked it into his watch. And so he would just then pinch the cup, put the straw in it like a little, I don't know what you call them, a juice box, fruit
Oh yeah,
juice box thing.
like a popper.
Like a popper. Yes, thank you. And he would just drink the water like a popper. So, I
Yeah,
mean, I
right.
don't know. You could do that
I'd be
if you
worried I'd
want.
be like stab myself in the mouth or in the eye or something while I'm running.
But yeah, that's a little hack for you guys.
There you go.
Maybe practice it on a few runs before the
Yeah,
actual marathon.
for sure.
Sophie has said, what are both of your favorite pre-race carb loading meals if you could only have one for every race from now on?
I'm pretty basic.
Yeah, what is it?
I would just have like white rice and chicken.
So boring.
It's
That
just
is
like
basic.
but like white rice, like it just doesn't upset your stomach. Like chicken's super light. Like I can add sweet chili sauce to it,
I
which
was,
has got extra carbs. Like that and some pineapple juice. I'm good as gold,
yeah,
man. I can eat
I was
that for
gonna
3 days.
I was gonna say, don't you have sweet chili sauce on it?
Yeah.
Pineapple juice is definitely on my list as well. That was Matt's hack for that. Sorry,
Hmm.
which I now have famously claimed, and everyone thinks is mine.
And then another cool, if you do like rice, is yeah, Georgia, fuck you, by the way. That's copyrighted. Um, is creamed rice, like the dessert
Like
cream of
pudding.
rice.
Yeah.
Like yeah, like not like there's rice pudding, but then they have like the little cans of like cream of rice.
Oh,
It's got a little bit more carbs. It's a little bit sweeter. Um, it's like it's great. Like I'm pretty sure they feed it to like not babies, but like young children.
yeah.
Um, but like it's super carby, super sweet. It's just like vanilla rice pudding, but like more carbs.
Yeah. And look, I joke and say Matt's is really basic, but mine's really basic too. It's just spaghetti bolognese, and my friends give me so much shit for it, but I could eat
It
that.
simple is best. Like you do not want to be putting 7 different types of foods and carbohydrates into your body, like in your body to break it all down. Just like super simple, like pizza, great one because it's just bread, meat, cheese. Like
Yeah.
spaghetti, pasta, meat, cheese, sauce.
Yeah.
Like super simple. Like you don't want to be have cookies and then rice and then cereal and then a bagel. Like you don't want to be. While you can do all of those things, like the more you just can narrow it down, the better. Like your body just is way better at absorbing it.
Yeah, definitely. And look, I know I've had, bolognese many races and I know it doesn't upset my stomach, so I don't take any
Hmm.
chances. But as Matt has always said, guys, make sure you have it for lunch. Don't have a big dinner because that's where people come unstuck.
Yep. You just want to top it up at dinner.
Yes. Ash has said, what should I be doing post race to recover in the best possible way?
Um, Protein straight away and carbohydrates. So they'll have Rockabies and YoPro and all that sort of shit there. Get that into you. Make sure then you go and have a good meal. You're probably not going to want to eat straight away, but try and get that protein shake into you like relatively quickly and like a banana or something. And then what time's the marathon finish, Georgia? Like 10, 11, like for most people. If you're
No. Like midday at least, I'd say
what
for
time?
the average. It doesn't start till 7.
Oh, it doesn't start till 7. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So you'd want to be having a meal by like 3 o'clock,
Yeah. Okay.
like a proper
Yeah.
meal.
Yeah, and in your bags that you drop off at the expo, because you have to do your drop bags at the expo before the race, there's no kind of on the day drop bags. I always just like to put in like electrolyte, like a bottle of Powerade. I put in a bottle
Mhm.
of full sugar Coke, and I put in there's literally no nutrients to any of this. And I also put in salt and vinegar chips because post
Yeah.
race I constantly just feel like absolute shit, and so sugar and salt really helps me, and then the
Mhm.
electrolytes, of course. In terms of recovery, my best hack has always been I go to the beach straight after because it's middle of winter here. And so jumping in the cold water, which I mean, just go get in an ice bath, but that really helps my legs. The next day, I always feel so much better.
Yeah, I think like everyone has their own little hacks, but yeah, I think a little bit of movement, good fuel, and make sure you get to bed and have plenty of rest. Like they're going to be the three biggest things.
Okay, perfect. Michael has said, what is a pacing strategy for on the day if I want to run a sub 4 like Georgia? I'm nervous I'll come in just over 4 hours because of GPS not being super accurate. I've done all of my long runs at a 5:35-ish pace and did back-to-back efforts like Matt suggested I do.
You'll just run it. No worries, mate. No, just
Pace,
run. Yeah, run even.
yeah, I was going to say pacing strategy, just do what Matt told me to do and just run it even.
Yeah, I think that's like I hate neg splits and all that sort of stuff. I've been very vocal about it on the podcast. I think for most beginner, even to like lower intermediate runners, like just if you can run an even marathon, it is such a flex. Like if your first 10Ks and your last 10Ks are the same, like you are as close to elite as it can possibly get. Like it's such a skill and it's so hard to do. It takes so much discipline and so much focus. Yeah, anyone who can do that is, I take my hats off to them. So I would like encourage you to try and run as evenly as possible. Um, and if you're worried about your GPS time being out, like if you're running all your long runs at 5:35, like tapered and fresh, you should be able to run 5:30. So like that'll just bridge that gap.
Yeah, and with the GPS thing, I learnt from experience and just memorize what the times should
Mm,
be along the course so you can lap your watch and just look at the elapsed time, obviously, because that's just a stopwatch. So you don't have to worry about that being wrong. But,
yeah,
knowing that for a sub 4, your 10K needs to be X amount, your 21.1 needs to be X amount. And then that way, as you hit those markers along the course, because they're very accurate, you can just go, yep, all right, I'm coming in under or I'm a little bit over. Okay, I need to make up a minute somewhere or whatever it needs to be. So that was super helpful for me in my last one, knowing that I wasn't going to fuck up the GPS and come in at 4 hours and 39 seconds like I did the year before. Let's not worry about that too much. And yes, the course is accurate. Learn from everyone's mistakes. we don't want
yeah.
to be we don't want to be caught with official unofficial on that one.
They're hammering people at the moment. It's great.
They are. They are. Okay. Rebecca has said, I've got bad pains in my calves this past week that absolutely kill when I run. And now I'm stressed I won't be able to do the marathon. If I do nothing from now until race day, will I lose conditioning and be worse off on the day compared to if I just push through and do easy runs from now until the marathon?
I mean, if you do nothing, I would highly not recommend not doing that. Like
Yeah.
that would not be good. Um, I mean, like there is so like I wish I could ask like 8 more follow-up questions. Um, I would say like just doing any sort of go listen to our cross training episode. This would be a great example of that. Like get on the bike, get on the elliptical, even running on a treadmill that's taking out a little bit of impact. Chance are if it's calves too is probably like stemming from glute or ITB, and I would just try and spend some time like priming those before you train, and see if that makes a difference. But also calves, while they are quite fickle, they do as long as you haven't strained them or torn them, they do generally heal quite quickly. So like I would expect you to be fully recovered come marathon day. Um, yeah, so like I wouldn't say this is like a huge deal. I would just say like make sure you were doing something rather than nothing.
Okay, perfect. And then we have one last question here from Tegan. What should I be doing in the 7 days leading up to the race? So when this episode comes out, there'll be just a bit over 7 days to go until Sydney Marathon. So what do you think, Matt, is the best kind of week leading into the race look like?
I think it is doing starting at 45 minutes on the Monday or Tuesday and sort of bringing that down 10 to 15 minutes each day, up until Friday. If you want to run on Saturday, you can. I don't really think it's necessary. All of those runs would have sort of 5 by 30 second strides at marathon pace or above. Not sprints, like marathon pace to half marathon pace, and making sure that you're getting heaps of hydration, doing your mobility, starting to fuel up. And that's really it. Like focusing on sleep, focusing on all like the little 1%ers. I think a lot of people, this is where they lose focus, is from sort of peak week through to the race. It's like where they've been perfect all the way up to peak week, and then you see like the red things come up on training peaks, or like, oh, this session I was meant to hit this pace, but I just ran easy, or I'm only running 15 Ks on the weekend, not 35. So like I didn't focus on my sleep, or I went out for dinner late, and it's like all those little inconsistencies start coming up. So I would just say, like, just stay locked in, stay focused. Just the job's not done yet.
Yeah, and go back and listen to, we have 2 of these episodes now. We have Calm the Fuck Down, Your Race Week Survival Guide, which we did before Sydney Marathon last year. It's around episode 34, I think, from memory. And then we also did one for Gold Coast Marathon not long ago, and that will apply to this as well. It's, super helpful. So go and listen to those, because they're a really great way to kind of calm your nervous system before the race, and not to underestimate the power of, stress and how that can affect you for a race. So, trying to keep calm as most you can for that. So, yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Cool. Well, Matt, we have, I don't know, you might want to cut this out. I don't know. We haven't actually spoken about this. I'm doing a Matt now.
Okay.
We have our Shakeout run for TPP. And now I've been getting a lot of people from the podcast asking me if we are going to do a Shakeout run. But we are busy people. I have a baby. And so are we going to tell the people where our Shakeout run is, or are you going to cut this out of the podcast?
No, then come on down, mate. Don't make me out to be the bad guy.
We haven't spoken about this at all. But
No,
last year we
I've
did
barely
merge
spoken
the
to
2.
Georgia since Millie's been born.
Yes, this is true. He's been very great at just leaving me alone. Yeah. Yeah, guys, we are having a Shakeout run, and yes, I have seen all your messages, and I've been trying to logistically organize things. We will put up a thing on our socials to let you know the exact time. It is on the Saturday morning. It will be in the CBD. We are just finalizing the location for it. It will just be a super cruisy 30-minute easy Shakeout run. Matt will be out running with you guys. I will not, but that is okay. I'll be holding the fort, and we will be meeting at a cafe. So yeah, we will be there. I'll pop up as I said, in the stories about, logistics, but yes, there will be a Shakeout run, and we will, have that there for you guys to do just before the marathon. So you can ask us any questions then as well. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Easy.
Anything exciting happening this week, Matt? You want to tell everyone?
Just recovering from ultra and back to training. Like nothing new, mate. Just an Ironman prep.
Very good. Well, my baby is absolutely screaming her little head off. I can hear her, and my fight or flight is through the roof right now. I can't concentrate. So this has been episode 78 of Beyond the Finish Line. Thank you so much for listening. If you're not already following us, head to Instagram and follow us at Beyond the Finish Line _pod. Wherever you get your podcasts, we are there as well at Beyond the Finish Line. And make sure you like, subscribe, download, do all the things. And as always, if you would like coaching by Coach Matt or one of our other fantastic coaches, head to performanceproject.com.au and fill out the form. We would love to have you part of the team. Thank you so much for listening. We'll talk to you soon.
Hooroo.
Bye.